Morning all, TC Detect back out again. We are on one of my larger permissions. It's time for all the crops to come off. So all of a sudden, I've got fields galore, a couple of thousand acres on this particular farm, split over a few different locations, lots of variety. So today we're doing two things. We are hitting this field, which has always been very productive, had lots of hammered silver up here in the past. But beyond it, right at the far side, where maybe you can see the woodland, there is a very narrow, thin field, which I don't think I've ever been on. So we're going to sort of wander through this to get to the other one. There are then some other fields that way, which I've never been on, which we might hit as well. And I did notice as I was driving through some fields over that way that have been on, that look like they've been turned over and flattened as well, so they might be a little bit easier because there's less stubble on them. So we shall see how the mood takes us, and of course what this does, because it's a little bit dull and overcast. Not sure what's going to happen next, but we shall see. We are out with the Rutus Versa today, running in the new beta software, which should be out. I think they're still tweaking it. I think we've had feedback from those testers, so they're making sure it's as optimal as it can be before they release it, which is always a responsible thing to do, not rush them out. Yeah, so we will crack on that way. Thank you as always for watching TC Detect. It is very much appreciated. Just about to hit rally season, so I think I'm at Digathon, Detectiville, and all three Rodney Cups right now. So if you see me wandering around, please say hi. I do love to meet everybody who watches the channel, and as always, thank you as well for those who subscribe to Metal Detecting News. If you don't already, why not? It's free and you can win stuff every month. www.metaldetectingnews.co.uk. Right, without further ado, let's go that way. Okay, so first signal, we are 5758 in this clod down here. Let's see if we can do this live and in the clod. Ground is very solid. I'm trying to get my monopod to stick in, and it isn't doing. Should do. Right, somewhere in here, very good signal. I'm quite close to the path, so it could well be on the top here. Could well be trash because I'm very close to it. It's this thing, whatever this thing is. I mean, it's trash, but it looks like it's been a thing. I'm not sure about that. What do people think? I mean, it's definitely had a purpose by the look of it at some point. Any thoughts? Put it in the comments. Thank you. We had our first coin, and I saw this on the edge like that. It was just here, so it's right on the surface. But what we have is a little pewter button by the look of it, rather than a coin. There you go, a little pewter button. So this field never ceases to amaze me. Like I said before about medieval, spindle worlds, hammers, you name it, all sorts. But here we have a very small coin. I thought it was a token initially. Try and get that in. I might put a picture up so it's got a better picture. Across the top it says island, and then in the middle it says 1. Now across the bottom I thought it said Eric, but it says area, I think. Thanks to ChatGPT in the middle of a field, I've just identified that this is an Icelandic coin, a 1 area, or however you pronounce the second bit. But yeah, in the middle of this field, with, as far as I'm aware, no connection to Iceland, we have an Icelandic coin. So that's got to be the find of the day so far, just on the basis that, well, I've never found an Icelandic coin. Has anyone? Anyway, interesting. And next up is here. a very solid 52, good line, good tone. Let's see what that one is. Let's put the camera close by and capture it live again. Yeah. Somewhere here. Ground is reasonably soft. Out over here. Somewhere. So tricky in terms of actually that. There we go. All that. Exciting, might be something very thin, and it was, but it's like a washer. There we go, a washer. Okay, so next signal is down towards the bottom of the hole, in the bottom corner, about, what's that, 7 inches down? Something like that, 6, 7, just, yeah. Nope, still in. Yeah. I can see something in this, yeah, right in the corner here. Dig that out. Yeah, a roundy thing. A roundy thing with a hole in it, but look at, push the earth out. So out. Yeah. That looks like a spindle well. That is a spindle well. That's the second I've had off this field. This one isn't as decorative as the one I had before, but I remember the floor telling me when I registered the last one that the plainer ones tend to be slightly earlier than the decorative ones. Decorated them later on in their usage. So this spindle well, probably an early one. Nice. Having a bit of a good day so far. There's some unusual things coming up. And I do love a spindle well. After the first coin of the day, the unusual Icelandic one, now what looks like a second one. Probably not Icelandic this time, but looks like a 3 decimal halfpenny. Some description, clean it up there. Looks a little bit worn, but yeah. Someone's pre-decimal halfpenny, not sure which monarch at the minute. But second coin of the day. So a new field for the afternoon. This is the one that has had some archaeological trenches put in. So I'm hoping I'll be able to spot where the trenches were when I get into the field a bit more. My hope was disturbed soil for both the trenches and whatever they were digging in preparation for cables or piping, can't remember which. But hopefully that will have disturbed some topsoil and maybe put some goods to the surface. Anyway, let's go find out. So these are the trenches the arches put in, or the signs of it. You can see this line going down there towards the road. And there's one, actually the camera's picking up, sort of diagonally that way as well. And then maybe another one on that side there. I think I found at least 2, if not 3 of the trenches. So as I drove past a few weeks ago, obviously being filled in and flattened, but hey, we'll work around them, see what we find, if anything. Maybe the arches got everything. So I'm in the middle of the trench, it goes down there. There's the diagonal one, moved over. Had a signal in the 40s, and we have a 20p coin. So, do archaeologists not care about 20p? I don't know. Or maybe they missed it. But anyway, right in the middle of the trench. Wow. Yeah, literally middle of the trench, 20p. I know it's decorative and probably not that old, but we're still in the middle of the trench. And this has popped out. Clearly attached to something. I don't think it's that old, but I'm not sure. It's not very heavy. It's quite cute, sort of a fern type design, I guess. Interesting, but once again, in the middle of the trench. So, done 2/3 of this trench, found 2 tin cans, and just found a little button. Quite an old button by the look of it. Shank still intact on the back, but little and old. Maybe the archery didn't have a detectorist with them. Should have done. Heading back out the field. I got a signal down there in the 60s. The weather is coming in. It's getting a bit windy. Hopefully, wind's not coming through on my new microphone. More of that later in a different video. When we had this come up, which looks a little bit like a lead acorn. Is that a decorative plumb bob or something like that? It's got the weight and it's got the sort of dynamics of one. Got some age to it as well, given the colour of the lead. Or is it a very, very tiny butt plug? Oops, did I say that? Anyway, possibly the best artifact of the day. We did have that spindle whirl as well. Yeah, anybody got any thoughts on that one? Please put it in the comments. I'll do some research as well.